Good evening, it is Sunday the 10th of April, still, and we are here after day 2 of Kapow. After the event has completely finished, we're back home. We are going to quickly go over the overview of everything, the ups, the downs, and the things that we managed to pick up.
The lefts and rights.
My name is John Gotobed.
I'm Andrew Gotobed.
And we're reporting for Final Boss Fight. So
the pros.
Pros. What was
my favourite part of the convention is the Mark Miller story, the Mark Miller photography thing, which I think I've talked about already, and if not in my sum up I will talk about. And just the vibe of it's like I've been to comic book stores and stuff like that, but it was nothing like this. You could just sort of show up, you could chat to people. When you were in queues for people, it was easy to make friends with people. Everyone was really friendly. Just generally start chatting. My greatest example of this was the Kick-Ass T-shirt, where I got a few odd looks for wearing this T-shirt of hit girl stabbing a dude in the face on the train. 10 minutes with him walking to Kapow, some dude turned around and told me I had a really awesome T-shirt.
I'd have to say getting into Movie X was awesome.
Which was super.
Not that
it was a good film.
It was a film called Super. Because that's a film I've been wanting to see for a little while since I saw the trailers for it, and didn't think it would get a release over here. So that was great to actually get a chance to see that. But I think the absolute best moment was the Green Lantern panel yesterday on day 1 with the full 9 minutes of WonderCon footage. Which was an amazing sneak peek at the movie.
Now we've talked about this and we share the both.
We have mentioned it slightly to
the
each
downside.
other in passing.
The major downside was organisation with Kapow.
There was a certain
There was a few points where they could have done with better organisation. Movie X.
The main one being Movie X.
Some of the problem was it was something they knew everyone was going to see. They went for a queuing system, and they had just no organisation, and they
had several members of staff who were saying different things. They were saying there was one person who told everybody who was waiting to Movie X to go up the aisle. There was one person at the other end of the aisle saying,
"Don't go away,
go back, go away," because
then they just formed a queue, and then the queue. There was no
they started moving the queue around.
But they sorted it all out.
Eventually, they sorted it out. The big thing I would say that I'd hope to see in a future event, some form of ticketing. It doesn't need to be anything complex. Something like a raffle ticket. So that you go along to a table at a set time, or at the start of the day,
generally just produce 500 tickets,
and just generally you just go and you pick up a ticket to Movie X. You do an ID. You show your ID to prove that you're over 18, which was one of the
only
stipulations.
if it's required for any future thing.
And then you get your ticket. The first 500 people to get a ticket have a ticket to go in. After that, tough luck, it's gone. You go in at the time. I mean, you might have a couple of people waiting around in case somebody doesn't show up and they get in on like a cancellation.
Yeah, but
or somebody's gone home.
I do kind of agree with this.
Handing the ticket back.
Okay.
So that's enough of the negative.
Right. So we're going to get on to the next cool part, which is top 3 cosplayers each.
Top 3 cosplayers.
So, do you want to go first?
I will go first. There was Bane.
Is this number going from 1 to 3?
This is in no particular order.
No particular, just 3 mentionables.
Just 3 that were good enough that they stuck out from the crowd. There was Bane.
Yes.
Who was going round. He was a very big guy, a very muscly guy. He was going around. He had a vial of venom that I don't think actually shows up in any of the photos we got of him, but he was going around with a green vial today. He was performing backbreakers on people when they asked for photos with him. Not just because he didn't like them, but because because that's a Bane thing to do. So people who got photos with him, if they allowed him to pick them up, were slung over his knee. There was Wiccan today, who appeared to have previously go as Damian Wayne,
We think it
Robin
was.
yesterday. We believe it was the same person, either that or they looked very similar. Wiccan is an awesome character, and that was an awesome costume for the character.
It was pretty good.
And my third standout cosplayer was Phoenix.
Yes,
Phoenix was an awesome costume.
Okay.
And yeah, those are my three.
Okay. My three.
Before I forget, hello to the Harley Quinn who viewed one of our other videos. If you're watching this, your costume was great too.
Yeah.
Go you guys.
My three, I'll do it in my favourites because I picked them out and all of them. At number three, there was sort of Ramona Flowers / Lady Deadpool from Orbital Comics. They were both pretty cool looks and two pretty decent characters that I like.
Tied at number three.
Well, I say Lady Deadpool. I don't like the oversaturation of Deadpool. But number two, we had there was the Russian Wonder Woman
from the
Superman Red Sun
storyline.
Who was also like she looked really good at it and it was kind of an obscure reference, like rather than just going for Wonder Woman. And she could pull off a Russian accent better than an Russian.
Advantage. Was she actually Russian?
No, she was American.
Oh, fair enough.
I think she was American. And number one spot goes to the Onomatopoeia Killer.
That was a pretty good costume.
This dude. It's a Kevin Smith character who appears in a few issues of Green Arrow and a 3-issue Batman miniseries that Kevin Smith wrote. Who is an awesome character who basically goes around hunting non-powered heroes or lowly powered heroes and kills them off, and he can only speak in onomatopoeias, and you find out in the Batman one that it's not, like, even when he's out of the costume, it's not a thing he does. It's like a brain condition he has.
Right.
But anyway, and I've just got to mention a good strong to the Cyber Candy Overlord.
Yep, that was a good costume.
There was a dude walking around in boxes
from
various candy stuff. He was from the Cyber Candy Company. He looked awesome, and everyone seemed to love him. And there was that cool moment where some dude, we didn't manage to get a picture of it, did we?
No, we missed it.
Some dude ran out to him and went, "Can I get a picture of you boot stomping me, head stomping me?" I'm trying to think of the word, sorry.
Standing on my head.
Head stomping me, and it was hilariously funny. But anyway, purchases.
So yeah, very quickly.
So should we do 3 things?
I'm going to say that. I'm going to start with Captain Canned by Jim. This was one of the first things I picked up yesterday morning, and I promised Mr. Jim that I would talk about it very briefly. It is a self-published graphic novel that he's obviously published himself. That's what the term means. It is about him and his 3 friends meeting up in Coventry where he lives. Check out his website at www.captain-canned.co.uk and tell him Final Boss Fight sent you.
Okay, my first thing, I'm going to try and do some sort of order of corners. I managed to pick up 3 issues of the Jeff Johns Green Lantern run that I was missing. Not really amazing or anything cool, but
I picked up 2 T-shirts. One of them the Sigil from Shadow of the Colossus, and sorry, this is going to get in your way. The Red Shell Garage T-shirt, which is a reference to Mario Kart, both of them from Insert Coin Tees, who make loads of gaming related t-shirts based on the gaming world and the things in it. So if you're interested in gaming, which if you're here you should be, go check out their t-shirts.
Okay, my next things is two things.
Well, I'm gonna join in with this thing.
John bought one of these as well. It's Richard from Looking for Group. I picked up the graphic novel of like their first series, and I picked up the plushie of Richard, who is like my favourite character from it. He's one of the best characters in comics because he just wants to go around and kill everything. He's evil, but with
hilarious,
fucking hilarious consequences. You'll beat that out properly.
I also got a poster from them.
But check out Looking for Group if you haven't. It's really good, and the guys were awesome.
Check out Looking for Group, and check out The Gutters as well, which is another one of their.
So you've got another thing.
That was my thing.
That was your thing. Okay.
So
my third thing. I've got a third thing.
You've got a third thing, have you?
It's not something I bought. It's something I got signed, but I thought it was so awesome. Okay. You haven't seen this yet. I got Ultimates 2 number 13 from Mark Miller and Brian Hitch, who are both here, and it's both been signed by them. But I didn't get the front cover signed. It's my favourite single issue, just for there's this one panel. They go for the rail record. You're gonna help me there, John. Which is where this is where I got them to sign it. This is the.
We'll start at your end.
So we've got like this 8-page panel that Brian Hitch spent 4 days doing. He said it was one of the easiest thing he's ever had to produce for this comic series. And I thought this was awesome, and I got them both to sign it. And Mark Miller, in fact, said I was the only one who has ever got him to sign that. And I did point out that I had Brian Hitch sign it first.
Okay, so that is the Kapow Comic Con from Final Boss Fight. Check out our stuff at www.finalbossfight.co.uk.
Check out the other videos. I will be doing a write-up of my time there.
And just check out our general articles.
Check out the general articles. I will
check us on Twitter at www.twitter.com/finalbossfight. Check out the link on the right of our homepage to our Facebook page, where you can follow us and find out more about what we plan to do. We hope to do more of these. We're going to hopefully be at the MCM Expo in May. We will see you later. Bye.